as you also relying on items, or Liquid are basically relying on just existing and pushing their buttons.
So quick.
I've seen it do very well in pubs, and I've seen it do well in some pro games, but I just feel like it doesn't convert victories that often, just because of its inability to take Roche and take out.
And while you hate on Ricky, Tyga's getting destroyed.
5 minutes.
And it was with the help of Ricky
who to get anything. But Nico still managed to get 8 CS. He got 7 or 6 of them before FNG even showed up in this 1-on-2. So I think that's pretty solid, right?
Oh,
and
bottom lane.
Oh, wow.
I watched that pure damage coming from Whirling Death when next to a tree is pretty sickening. Perfect.
I was not expecting Timber to get a kill in this lane. I think that's already...
Top lane now. Stomp after the... I mean, this is a tried and true. We talked about this combo. Yeah, without quick, I don't know if they can kill him, actually.
And they got the kill on the Centaur top as well. Limp rotated up with the Razor. Got that kill, giving Nico Baby more space. And one of the great luxuries of Razor as a mid hero, he can farm jungle. As Hanskin will die to Insania, but...
If S4 gets his kill, okay, not enough mana, not level 6 actually yet. Looks like Ricky will die as I am talking about him, pretty typical. There's the tower, but there is rotation here from the Razor. Foxy, all he has is double edge right now, but maybe with the Sonic Wave available, we'll go for this as the question. Not quite enough damage. Now it is, he gets the kill onto the Razor, and looks like FNG is going to be next. Bloodlust the tower before it's inevitable death. So a nice double rotation. Yeah,
rotation basically. And you have to understand that it's hard for you to get
kill mid. Curse. Onto the Queen of Pain. The Fire Blast as well. He's going to be able to blink away to safety though. And he also had a save in the form of the Shadow Demon.
He loves to hate on Liquid for picking cheese heroes like Brood, Huskar. But, you know, if, let's say, Koiko's playing Necrophos or something, I would still love that lineup. Or an actual carry.
Top tower's going to be taken out as Liquid.
Oh, nice.
Get out. Wants to go for more, but the Winter's Curse is applied now at 4. See if he can do enough damage to Boxy. That is a lot with the Chakra, but here comes Nicky with that Queen of Pain. Life Break onto S4 now as he's getting burned to oblivion by Koikfa, trying to take somebody with him, but that's not going to be the case. As again, Liquid just winning pretty much every engagement.
So Ricky is, kind of a bit on his own in terms of killing these isolated targets off.
Oh, they're going to scout out Roshan real quick with that courier that dies instantly. Ogre Magi without a courier for now. As Roshan is a little bit under half HP Boxy, getting boxed out, if you will, by Nico Baby, but he's going to get ulted by the Shadow Demon. Looks like he's going to live for now.
Under attack.
The Alliance has done a successful job at least preventing this turn now. S4 very low on mana and getting low on HP thanks to all this damage over time coming from Liquid. Koikfa wants to go for more though. Still has that armor intact. Yeah. It's going to be hard to go for it, especially with Winter's Curse available on Alliance's side. They have decent fight potential in this pit area. But then again, there is so much sustained from Liquid that now that Koikfa is at relatively high HP, they can going in. Initiation onto FNG, but the save from Hanskin is there. Mickey going for the courier right now. Poor Shagbark falls into the depths of God knows where. As Boxy now in the middle of the river getting bursted down by S4. As it looks like it's going to be a 1-for-1 with Razor going down the other side. As Koikfa positions himself next to Nico Baby. And they'll be able to take this fight pretty handily now. A 3-for-0, make it 4, and a free Roche. Complete team wipe. Not even a remotely close fight. It was very spaced out as well.
There were wave.
Yeah. To go along with the Yule Scepter as Koikfa is actually somewhat alone for now. A 1v3. The false promise comes through as Oracle brings himself in, but Nico Baby's just going to clean him up very easily. Now Koikfa, I'm not sure if he's on the run. I can see what that's that false promise. Here is the Stampede Limp. Pops the BKB. He's already really low. And they're just going to finish him off. Nope, there's the Cold Embrace, keeping him safe for now. He's going to continue to stack, but there's a Sonic Wave to finish him off in style. And the Foot Stomp initiation onto S4. Life Break available again. And this looks to be another kill going away of Liquid. And there's the Yules. Mickey able to find yet another one in Liquid's arms. But the Quap is taken out by the Ricky. Nico Baby, do they have vision? They do not.
Detection.
So he's going to get away with a little bit of
tricks. So it's not that great either, but you would think that the attack speed is nice for, you know, ramp up a farm. When you're level 10, increase your farming speed around the map.
All right, post stomp. Fire blast to counter though. Stampede is used and looks like Liquid will get out. Well, Corporal wants to fight though. FNG taking the brunt of the damage. The first to fall in this engagement. Corporal jumps in. Gets up on a nice inner fire. Getting static link though. The BKB onto Limp. False promise. Keeping Koi close. Healthy. But all of his damage is going to be gone here in just a moment. Limp still at relatively low HP as Sonic Wave is used to take out Handskin in quick effect. And now the focus is going to be on this pesky Timber Sock. Koikva applying more damage over time than you can... I don't know what I was going to say. That's again. And again,
You got the conclusion right. You got the conclusion right.
The conclusion is they all died. Nico Baby! Yules is not available, but Disruption is there. Hoof Stomp and actually has the Quickening Charm, so his ult is only a 78-second cooldown now. Looks like
again,
FNG's gonna be gank. Yeah. Is just dead.
Well,
No time for the bonus for him. Nico Baby into the trees he goes. Blink Strike.
Dire's top tower is under
And this is going to be, at the very least, a tier 2. Handskin, even with a god tier Winter's Curse, if everybody's together. Oracle, very nicely done, but it's going to turn into a Wyvern kill right off the bat. The buyback on the Oracle, in fact, will be TPing back here relatively soon. So with the tier 2 down, still Aegis there. They can potentially go for Ricky.
Dire's
Soul
top
Catcher.
tower is under
He will
attack.
Blink Strike.
Well, if anyone else would have died there too. Just really kind of running out of options in Lions, it has felt like, for the last 33 minutes and 29 seconds.
Onto the high ground. I'm not sure if that's actually what he wanted. There's a false promise. Let's see what he does with this. He's going to apply more pressure to S4. Winter's Curse is still available.
he
Will
dies
be
from
enough
this one.
damage.
Oh, he
No,
died.
he will not.
Actually,
Half HP. He's
they
fine,
did
though.
so much damage there. Like,
Yeah.
they did insane amounts of damage, and still.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So yeah, don't mind that at all.
Yeah, which is the exact reason that Nullifier is trying to be built here for Ricky to counter the Ghost Scepter. So then they will have to get, surely they'll have to get 4%.
Radiant's top
Boxy.
tower down.
Smoke here from Alliance.
Curry has been killed.
Here's the Huskar. That's a huge ult. On to S4 again. That seems to be his main target. He's going to focus on Ricky now. Switch back to S4 as the Aegis is now gone again. Again. Still she's intact. The Centaur uses his ult, but Limp is dealing a lot of damage. They lost the Winter Wyvern, so Handskin not able to use his ult. Sonic Wave into the life break. Just completely sandwiching Limp in, and he's going to drop as a result, and that's going to be 3 deaths in very quick succession.
They're always playing around each other while still keeping a really good distance. Like, there's never a chance for a spell combo. There hasn't been an opportunity to curse this whole game. Like, every single fight just ends up getting orchestrated and killed. Double buyback.
Yes, double buyback after the BKB for Boxy. Yeah, the BKB Stampede in 5 seconds. He can get out. This would be big, but there's a Winter's Curse.
Yes, cheese.
He does have cheese. That is true. He will eat it. Not lactose intolerant. For my boy Stentar.
And you
I gave you another stupid question after that. Well, Satanic's online for Koikoi. He's not 25 yet, which is a little bit surprising to me.
Oh, Taiga?
Oh, Taiga? Going down to no nullifier yet. He's just sitting on the helm of Iron Will. Very unfortunate. Koikoi jumps in onto the Razor. The BKB is popped now. Remember, Satanic is there with all these saves, and as usual, FNG's going to be the first to fall. Poor Orion has been getting decimated time and time again. Sonic Wave onto 2. They're just trying to prevent this Winter's Curse, but they finally will get it off, but Boxy's going to come in and easily clean him up. S4 buys back into the game as the chase continues. Getting more of that Shiva is going to use inside the cloud as Nico Baby attempting to do some damage. Ooh, it's a nice disruption. Keeping the Quap alive for a little bit longer. There's the false promise keeping her alive now. So again, the save after save as Team Liquid are just crushing these fights. And Mickey's at full HP. As per
Dire's top
norm.
tower is under attack.
And with this, they should be able to get mid. I was going to say, probably a GG. And GG is now called. So Liquid taking game 1 in. It felt very methodical, like we were talking about, but they made like
to note between these two is that like DK Centaur, like Centaur waits for his first tank item or blink. DK always wants to wait for blink. He can pressure early
to use it under the tower.
Yep. And I was gonna say, I hope quite not able to will have to do this. And getting to some little distance. And it's not important. They'll kill you through
If you're Ro body or if it's me, Cinderin, I'm gonna
You're back to normal
just
for me.
you as usual.
We're good.
I'm back to normal for you.
Top lane.
Top lane.
In trouble. He has the stun though, like you said. He's
Three
gonna stun.
stacks right now. There's one level of Firefly, and he pops his wand, but he looks to be most likely just dead here. Insania has already expended all he can. Hanskin taking heavy damage though, so it's gonna be a trade of Swordfly. Maybe turn this around. Taking a lot of damage though from this Firefly. It's about to end. Has 3 stacks of Shadow Poison on him. Make it 4, and he will pop shortly after. Hanskin looking for the kill on Insania, but looks like he mistimed his roll a little bit. S4 does TP in to get a count.
As Bane will die again.
Yes. Host Stomp into Double Edge. And of course the extra damage. We're gonna have some help in the form of Dragon Form a while ago. It's already at half duration. Applied a little bit of pressure to the bot tower.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Take it out. His top lane. Limp.
Oh, that's
Gets
not
the
good.
lasso, but the instant Dragon Tail from Koikfa. The Bane Elemental Grip to the Naga Siren. Will get the trade. He'll take that any day of the week, although his life might not be lasting a whole lot longer if Koikfa can just get this last second stun here. Nico Baby, though, yeah, partially juked and partially not interested in fighting this right now. Nice Sprout keeping him on that side. Taiga does have the disruption. See if he uses it onto the slope to his heart's content. He's going for an Orchid, by the way, on S4. As looks like the Shadow's gonna have to disrupt FNG. It's not quite up. A nice swap though. Keeping the Venge alive for now. Double stomp into the double edge. But likely will fall here as Magnetize dealing a decent amount of damage. Mickey is forced to use Song of the Siren. Koikfa still has his Elder Dragon form going right now. They're just gonna walk away. Let's see if they can catch
could be in
more.
trouble if there's a good Sprout.
Or the Sprout coming through. Nico Baby has counted 1 second, but not gonna be able to find it. In fact, he's gonna find the counter kill. So it's a 1-for-1 now. As Alliance is on the run, Foxy gets boxed into a Sprout again. Uses the Coiling Blade to get through it. S4 running away. He looks so slow. He looks so sad. And there's a magic missile into the imminent death. So a turnaround here for Liquid as they were actually retreating.
Just pick your target. If Venge is accounted for by Nature's Prophet, you have options all the time. And you can be a true damage threat in the fights. The problem when you go this build on Bat a lot of the time, I feel, is you have this one catch, and then afterwards, if you're playing against these lineups of this type, you can't really postpone or continue your damage. FNG is dead.
FNG dead. Magnetize is a big one. Stampede coming through now. Nico Baby has to pounce away to safety. S4 is going to get focused on. Double Edge is there. This is a swap back in. Nico Baby's going to pop his ult, but there is Mickey, his Song of the Siren.
Mick Jagger?
I mean, when you read his name as an American, that's honestly the person. Insania will be the casualty here. Could have been a lot worse for Liquid.
Extra threat in their side, basically. Oh, FNG wanted that bounty rune.
They get both outposts to the Alliance, but here comes the fight now. FNG, as per norm, might be the first to fall. He's going to get a sliver of HP, but Hanskin not so lucky this time around as S4 is going to get completely surrounded. Mickey doesn't have his ult for another 20 seconds. The swap to safety, the Sprout from S4. Their feed script going off as well. And it looks like the Naga Siren will fall here if he's not careful. 15 seconds for his ult. The saves have been so good, though, for Liquid. Great stun, great layering. Manta's gonna completely dispel the Orchid, and S4 might have to just take out the Shadow Demon instead. Not the target of choice, but they'll take it. 1-for-1. Here comes the initiation. That's the Blink Dagger reveal. Onto the cliff goes the Dragon Knight.
That's a good call.
Koikfa completely destroyed.
Much more sustain on him allows him to not have to weave in and out of fights so much. It's been the big problem here for Nico is he goes in, but as soon as TP them just
bottom lane, and that opens up this potential fight for Liquid. is used. And we can see a feed script as well, but FNG will likely fall shortly after. Slark has come in late. Buyback onto the Bat Rider. Nice block. Very nicely done, and Slark is already going to expend that Aegis. Here comes the Song of the Siren, S4. Trying to finish off Boxy, who's really close with that BKB. Has the Sprout available, not quite in range. Hanskin about to get the kill there, but...
Yeah, I think both teams should be looking for BKBs at this point. Batrider is now queuing it up after Blink, so I'm happy to see that from Limp.
We're going to have a fight
in the game.
Both teams kind of baiting each other. Quickly going Blinking with that Dragon Tail. And here comes Tiger's ult as well. F4 pops his BKB, but here's the initiation and the instant swap again, keeping the Naga Siren alive. It's going to cost Venge his life. I'm pretty sure he'll take the end of the day of the week. Song of the Siren still on cooldown for 20 seconds. This could mean a lot of trouble for Mickey. Disruption is available. Getting quite low. There's another jump in, and they're going to find the double kill with Limp. So great setup for Alliance overall. They find 2 kills and
optimistic. Yeah, that was a real closing, and the Mjolnir will be big. The Batrider BKB. Oh, he's actually going to find a catch mid. Korkva did not have protection this time.
Oh, he's home with protection. Korkva is done. Still no
Feels
BKB.
like that's the first time this can punch or pounce on the back line. They're going to try to get Boxy. He is dead.
Radiant's
Easy kill buyback at all. So I mean, this is like the time of the game where Roshan is going to become very important once he's up. Sania, another kill.
This is the big one.
This would be huge. Song is available. Can they layer the stuns and silences properly? The answer to that is yes, and no buyback like I talked about. So that means high ground closely behind by S4. We're going to see a smoke here from Liquid. This could be their last attempt here. If they get wiped, then this will be GG for sure. Quickfoot jumps in, pops the Elder Dragon form, but gets slept immediately. Boxy still has a Stampede. He's going to get gripped away from his entire team right now, but there's a disruption. Quickfoot's going to completely focus on Hanskin right now. He gets up a really good ult, but will die shortly after. Nico Baby now being focused at the buyback on the Hanskin is there. And Stania gets the nice swap, and there is the song, but the Vengeful Spirit dies shortly after. Oof. And Mickey TPing out. So we'll save it on that.
Oh, he got last.
On to Mickey. There's the Queen Script. And Centaur ult will not save you this time. Korkva even pops his Elder Dragon form. And they're just going to chase. That's how confident they're chasing a literal dragon right now. Swap out Insania. He's the magic missile as well, and he will sacrifice his life. And with this, and the Aegis intact, no reason Alliance can't get a second lane, if not more. Alright, Insania is still...
You can just park that guy there, he's not dangerous.
Dragon form. They're actually not waiting for that. Surprisingly, Limp comes in, BKB. Already at half health though, is now Boxy with no ult to speak of. Will not be able to get himself out, but Insania with the save again. Will sacrifice himself again. 13 agility. He's getting out of control with a permanent agility on Nico, baby. Disruption. Another save. It's just not enough. Double kill for Nico. 14 permanent agility. As this is going to be a second lane of Rax and probably more. See a Lasso now, as the supports are just melting under the pressure of the cores of Alliance. Repair kit, not as good as it used to be. They'll eventually find that melee Rax. Feels like the illusions just haven't had much impact in the pushing department. A lot of that has to do with the advantages that Alliance have had in terms of the net worth and whatnot. And here is the jump in again onto Mickey. The song is available, but the silences just continue. And GG is called as Alliance just stomps their way through game 2. So this is now tied up and going to a game 3.
Yeah, Alliance really picked up the pace. This game was looking pretty grim. They weren't really building.
This is the Fury on mid for Alliance. Limp did play quite a lot of Fury on mid.
I think it's either way, right? I think in this position, you might just put...
You prefer like the bristle mid,
right?
And then like
On FNG.
If it's what
I think he's been first blood every single game, by the way.
no,
What about Morphling Bane. Should they be okay? I mean, we've already seen a couple deaths on FNG.
Are fortified.
Yeah, I think okay is probably pretty much the exact descriptor of this lane. Morph Bane is not particularly good, but it's also not terrible. So they can usually hold their own against most stuff, as Mickey will get a kill bot. Insania barely surviving Anskin's attempts, camps, and they're just waiting patiently for Boxy to get started.
Still a decent amount of Invis left. He's going to need some backup because there are 3 members here.
Oh, he showed.
Disruption. Oh, Husson's going to be canceled thanks to the Nightmare. With the focus on the Bristleback, they're going to find the kill. 5 members of Liquid here. FNG will likely fall as well. Not only 2 kills, but next will be picking up the Spirit Vessel relatively soon. 10-minute mark is upon us. It's going to be an outpost for each respective side, as there might be a fight here for the top room. FNG, as usual, stuck in the middle. And he will go down. Nico Baby able to get the hoof stomp steal, but didn't help them.
You can be very creative with what you buy, but yeah, TA has been pretty defined for a while.
She does have the Deso right now.
Bane shows
Still
himself.
itching to use that Fiend Skin. He's still itching for Hanskin. Gonna pop his ult, but there's a Centaur Stampede. Doing a nice job of dodging it completely. Oh, but there's the double push stomp. All right, they're gonna find 1 kill onto the Bane. And it looks like Morphling, my goodness, just stuck in place. I believe that was the Searing Chill going for this tier 1 mid, but Mickey. And the TP top as the hoof stomp will start things off onto S4 Hanskin. Here comes the Thornton's end.
Top tower is under attack.
He got a creep with it. He killed a Stater.
Well done. Hanskin getting slowed by Koikfa, not able to get a disarm. Oh, hoof stomp will miss. 1 more right click will suffice though. It's going to be close, but yeah, so much faster in a lot of ways. And obviously the buyback factor eventually. Just a better version of Shadow Fiend in some ways from the right click to far.
S4 bot. They have grip.
Boxy,
and Nightmare.
hoof stomp. S4 is the grip. No, not enough. This is the 2nd grip of the game. We're counting now.
Full duration, Shannon.
This is full duration. He drained a lot of mana too. That was actually the most important factor of that. But it looks like he's going to get traded here. They just Oracle. Oh, FNG will live. Bane Elemental, ladies. Never mind, he's dead. It's a double kill though as Mickey comes in and finishes them off. So a 2 for 2. Nice rolling thunder, continuing to stun left, right, and center. Searing chains onto 2 now. As Koikfa comes in to clean up. The TA deleting heroes left, right, and center, but a triple kill for Nico Baby. Spirit Vessel is applied. Looks like they will maybe find him. Yes, the last sleight of fist does the job as Koikfa now. Not sure if they'll be able to. They really want Nico Baby, and the smoke actually has not been popped. There's a hoof stomp into the burst damage from Koikfa. That's how being shown as the Aegis is actually consumed now, so TA a little bit perhaps in trouble here. Pops the BKB. Looks like Oracle will be first of all, along with S4 though, so it's a 1-for-1 to start this fight. Mickey using all of his remnants now. 1 more available. Bane falls. Nico Baby on the run, strengthening back up, but this damage is just out of control. A nice disarm of Koikfa, mitigating a lot of damage as a result. And Liquid might need to run now. We'll see. Spirit Vessel is still applied to Nico Baby, and they're just gonna blow him up. That thing lasted forever. Was that like? That must have been like the 3rd.
Chance weren't there, and they might be jumped earlier than they expect now. Koikfa already TP to the bot tower to not show on the shrine.
Boxy, double hook stop, beautifully done, and the burst damage is enough to take out the Pango, followed by FNG, and just like that, the 5v3. Shadow Demon again, the break. I don't know what you can do, man. Liquid is just come blade on Nico Baby, along with the Manta. We're gonna see the jumping from Boxy again. S4 taking so much damage. Pops the BKB, and there's the break again, and Liquid just fall next to his tier 3 towers. Tier 4, in fact. Looks like Nico Baby turned into Centaur very briefly. I can understand that. Definitely wanted to be more of a man here, but the Aegis is popped from TA. Blinks out to safety. And Liquid looks like they're kind of on the run right now. It's a 2-for-1 and Aegis consumed. Perhaps they went a little bit too far going.
They went back so deep. They overextended like crazy there. Oh, nice try from Find You to be very funny, actually.
Looking. Thanks, Cinder. Off the initiation on a Nico Baby. Oh, he's getting quite low. Away from in and deleted. mid. 74 seconds on the deck, but does have the buyback available. And another cancel TP for FNG. It feels like there's been 3 or 4 of those this game, and he's easily finished off.
FNG is just every minute it's unused, and then when it drops the first time, it's worse than its current version.
Yes, I like it. I love dumb ideas. That's my kind of thing right there. Lotus open. He's melting. Bristleback is so squishy right now. He's gonna live for now, but they keep the ball. Mickey taking a lot of damage, extremely low, gets saved for the time being, but drops shortly after. They still have not finished the Bristleback. So nice save overall from Alliance, and that's gonna be, as I say, that 3 die instantly. The buyback from the Bristle and the Bane now. Ember not expending somehow. Deal with this. This is their avenue back into the game.
Yeah.
Nico baby, he's ready to go. Roche is already at half health. Quick butt, ready to jump in. He hooks up onto 2 heroes. This is a huge initiation as Morphling is extremely low. And with that, Alliance's hopes will probably go down the tubes here. S4 is next to fall. 3 for nothing. Barely any damage done to anyone as Taiga actually had a false promise applied to him. That's how important of a hero he is in this game. Limping away. Lotus Orb still applied. Has the halberd available, but Boxy and company will likely finish him off here with another demonic purge. Not even needed. They just have the right clicks.
I mean, you see the desperation from Alliance, right? They're doing everything to try to kill the Shadow Demon, but once again, they were the ones getting jumped, just blown up instantly. Super good double stomp from Boxy with the Remnant Bomb on top.
Going for a throne. Yeah,
that's gotta be it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really well played game from Liquid. This lineup, I mean, we talked about it a bit during the game, but as we saw the strategies and the strategy unfold in front of the team fight composition, it makes so much sense just looking at this lineup. It's brilliantly done. And that Aghanim's purchase from
And there are the tips.
and
You said it. Tips.